It starts in a quiet English town. A boy, his father, and the hum of engines. In Leicester, surrounded by the grit of everyday life, Mat Armstrong's story begins not with roaring supercars, but with a simple bike and a watchful eye. The air smells of grease and possibility. Life wasn't a straight road. His parents separated young. Money was tight. Doubt was a constant shadow. So Mat found his escape in the raw thrill of BMX, the ramps, the brief moments of flight. It was more than a hobby. It was his world, his first real taste of pushing past the edge of what felt possible. By his teens, the escape became a path. Mat turned pro. In 2013, he launched a YouTube channel, sharing the flips, the falls, the unfiltered reality of chasing a dream. It was raw, it was real, but the human body has its limits. Injuries crept in, quiet and persistent. The falls started to mean more than just a failed trick. A pivot was coming. The question loomed, what now? He took ordinary jobs, mechanic work, social media gigs. But the pull of cars, a passion learned from his dad, Tony, grew stronger. In the wreckage, others saw as trash. Mat saw something else. He saw opportunity. He saw a second chance waiting to be built. The call to adventure hit hard. With every penny of his savings scraped together, he bought his first wrecked supercar. It was a massive gamble. 19-hour days became the norm, juggling a full-time job by day and rebuilding a broken machine by night, often in a simple car park. Doubt weighed heavy. The metallic tang of sweat and oil filled the air. Setbacks piled up, relentless and unforgiving. A crucial part broke. Costs soared. One rebuild pushed him to the absolute brink, threatening to bankrupt him entirely. In the quiet of the night, staring at a broken engine, he wondered, is this madness? But instead of quitting, he dug deeper, teaching himself through sheer trial and error. The low point came. Staring at a half-fixed Porsche, bills unpaid, the weight of exhaustion felt crushing. But in that darkness, something shifted. He chose to see the failures not as dead ends, but as teachers. In that moment of quiet surrender, as tools lay still on the cold concrete, Mat recommitted. He decided to film every step, every mistake, every small victory. And that's when the transformation began. The videos went viral. Viewers were hooked not just by the cars, but by the honesty, the grit, the struggle. Mat's channel exploded, evolving from a small BMX niche to a car restoration phenomenon. Millions were watching. Then came the triumph that defined him. He took a crashed Lamborghini Huracan, a machine others had written off as scrap, and poured his soul into it. He rebuilt it, bolt by painful bolt, turning a twisted wreck into a roaring beast. He sold it for a profit, but the real win wasn't the money. It was the proof. The undeniable proof that resilience pays off. One success fueled another. He launched new channels, merchandise lines, building an empire from the ground up. From a low-income childhood to a voice that inspires millions, Mat's story showed the world how calculated risk can fuel total reinvention. He turned wreckage into a winner, again and again. But new heights bring new tests. The pressure of scaling the business, of balancing work with life, was immense. Through it all, he leaned on his family, especially his dad, Tony, the man who first put a wrench in his hand, now his lifelong mentor. Their bond became his anchor. The climax arrived with global recognition. Over 2 million subscribers. Partnerships with the biggest names in the automotive world. Mat's rebuilds were no longer just about cars. They were about rebuilding dreams, showing a generation of viewers that failure isn't final, it's fuel. His legacy builds daily, with every video, every rebuilt engine. Mat's journey is a powerful lesson. Starting small, with relentless heart, is how you create extraordinary change. He's living proof that ordinary people can forge extraordinary paths. Reflect on this. Every setback Mat faced, every broken part, an empty bank account, forged the strength that defines him today. What if your next risk is the one that unlocks your true potential? Pause and think, what's your wrecked dream, waiting to be rebuilt? Mat Armstrong didn't conquer the world overnight. He built it, one bolt at a time. Let his story ignite yours, because the road to greatness always starts with a single brave turn.